Fred and George were known to be notorious pranksters in the movies. Did you pull any pranks of your own during the films?
A couple, yes.
What was your favorites?
Some we can't say for legal reasons.
Let's go with the ones you can.
Those we can. I can't actually. One we did on Matt once. I don't know if you can remember it or not. Matt fell asleep in front of a TV in one of the dressing rooms, which we just happened to be playing Battlefield on, which is like a computer game where you shoot people. So he turned the volume up to 100% and fired a few rounds off. It's quite entertaining.
He was like this. Now, what was your reaction when you were reading the script and you found out about Fred in the final book? He already called him out. He was already out there.
Yeah, before I answer this is a spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen or read the last answer.
I showed up that day, they're like, you're not going to be in it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I actually, when I first read it, I was in Japan, I was doing some traveling, and I was on the bullet train. And I literally read what happened to Fred, and I was a bit like, without getting too dramatic or anything, it was like reading that your best friend had been killed. It was quite a surreal moment, which that feeling surprised me even more than reading what it was. So I think that's only when you realise how much it means that to someone. So I'm kind of a bit sombre. I'm like, oh wow. As I'm doing that, the ticket inspector came round. I don't speak Japanese, he didn't speak English, but I was trying to I've just died here, just give me a money.
He's like, ticket.
Yeah,
you're like,
ticket,
no, I'm dead. You don't understand. You can get your ticket later. Now, we know that Harry Potter has the most dedicated fans out of any film series out there. Now, do you have any very memorable moments with the fans throughout this entire thing? What was your most memorable moment?
There's been so many, I've got to be honest. So many from the...
She's like, us!
Us, yeah, well, I was getting into that.
You cut him off, he was going there.
I remember the first scene we did, we were in... I just saw my head there.
Those are pretty good from out there. Now you're just multiplying.
I remember the final premiere that we had in Leicester Square in London. That was apparently the biggest premiere in history, which we thought, that one, nothing like this will ever be seen. And then we came here for the grand opening a few years ago. Some of you guys may have been there.
MegaCon.
There they go.
MegaCon was more recent.
That was more recent.
We just took photos with you, remember?
So Oliver and I were doing press in the morning. So we were there before sunrise, and you could see like a little silhouette. And then as the sun came up, you just saw the people get further and further and further. And I think it was about 3 or 4 miles stretch.
Wow.
So, if people say what are the fan base to? And also the fans are very respectful of our own privacy as well, which is really great. And just everyone's very friendly and very supportive. So thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it.
Nicely done. Now I gotta know, working on the films, which of the directors influenced you the most?
Yeah, thanks. Dave, they all have, to be honest with you. Chris Columbus gave us our big break straight away. Alfonso kind of got us really into the characters, even so much so when the Marauders map scene, he kind of helped the characters kind of cut each other up and really flow with each other, develop. And then Mike Newell was just a hell of a good guy to work with, very funny. He allowed me to keep my long hair, as you saw in that movie. And then David, for the last couple, he, again, really got you on the emotional side of the character. So I think I can't really answer just one particular director. They've all been fantastic.
That's great. Last question. This was actually a Harry Potter question. So I gotta know, if you could cast any spell, which one would it be? Think about it.
It's not really a spell, it's just something that's in it, and it would be a port key. Like, I'm sure you guys have all been stuck at immigration in this country, right? It takes ages, so, and the flight as well. So I mean, then I could just pop back and forth as much as I want.
There you go. I like it. James, thank you very much.
Thank you.